Hi, I'm Travis. This is Handcrafted Overlanding. Today, we want to get the gantry under motor power. Maybe even get the Z-axis connected up to this. In the last video, we got two motors attached. These are NEMA 23s. The ball screws attached to the gantry. We also got it tested with our controller module and hooked up to our power supply, of course. So, the goal by the end of this video is to get at least one more motor connected up to the gantry so we can get our X-axis going. So, let's do it. Alright, so we got the plate remounted. We got to pull it off. We got the 4 holes marked, drilled. They're not perfect, but they're close enough. I've tested the screw. The screw still works really well. Has about as much tension as the gantry ball screws, so that works out for me. Let me bring you in here. So like we had on the gantry, you got that major gap between them. So I don't know if that's going to cause issues. I don't think so, at least not for the first cut. I'll probably end up getting something to fill that out, like spacers to keep the bar in position, get the bolts squared away. This needs to get countersunk a little bit more, so does that one. Well, they all do. But so you may be asking, why are all these countersunk? Well, that's because this Z-axis, or maybe I should say this Z-axis, this plate attaches face to face to that plate. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill 5 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both plates. I'm going to slot them on one of the two plates, I'm not sure which. There's probably on the Z-axis. I'm going to slot them as a curved slot so I can trim it left and right to keep the bit 100% square and level. One thing I didn't take into account was trimming it this way and this way. I didn't take into consideration trimming it this way and this way. So if I need to, I probably could add more washers to it and what have you. Not sure. Figure it out. Sure there's some fancy thing online that I could buy. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is I need to get the motor installed. Now, I have a few more of the brackets, which I probably will end up using to do the same trick as I did down here. I was thinking about cutting a flat piece, cut a hole, get 4 holes cut onto it, but we see how well I am at cutting holes, so probably not. But before final assembly, I need to go pick up a grease gun because I got a grease zerk in there. Don't know if you can see it. Right there, near my finger. That I need to grease up this ball screw. I'm going to do it for all of them, so yeah. So it's time to go see about getting a motor lined up. I gotta get a new plate cut. I'll probably cut the plate tomorrow, to be honest with you. It's 8:30 at night, and I doubt my neighbors want to hear me busting out the old steel chop saw and cutting stuff up. So tonight, that's as far as I'm going to get. Tomorrow, angle iron, get the motor mounted, get that squared away. Tonight I'm going to think about wiring as well, what I think I'll probably end up doing. So I bought a box. So I bought a box with some for my goodies, for all my electronics. Rip off. 80 bucks. It's big, don't get me wrong, but dude, come on guys. It's plastic. Anyways, I'll stop my complaining. That is going to end up probably mounted either here or over here. Haven't really thought that part out yet. But cabling on the motor assembly is going to have to probably come up, over, and then down to one side or the other for that. There's going to be two cables because we're going to have one on the Z-axis as well. So, well, yeah, we'll see. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, that was a lot of work for 4 holes, or 5 holes. I guess that big one was the pain. But guess what? It'll work. And you might be wondering, why don't I use this bracket? Well, simple. Let me show you why. Come with me, my friend. So we need to attach motor here, but the problem we run into is when we line the motor up, there's virtually no space. That bracket would hang out way too far here. I mean, I think it'd come down to here, and there just wouldn't be a lot of material for it. But this bracket I can bolt square in just like that, and then boom, done. I mean, I got a little bit of a tab here that I could buzz off, but we'll see. I could probably tack this in, but I'm not gonna. So that's the reason for all that work. So now it's time to bolt up the bracket to the motor. We're going to get some holes drilled, and then we're going to do the same thing as we did in this tube for the end of the ball screw. We're going to drop a couple bolts, nylock bolts down here to bolt it on. So, all right, let me do that. So with this final set screw, all the set screws have been inserted. Well, assuming I can stop dropping them. Really catch, there we go. Alright, let's try that again. So with this final set screw, the motor assembly is finally wired up to, or physically connected to the gantry's x-axis. And I think I'm going to leave it off there for today because, frankly, this has been a lot of work. Wait. You tell me you want to actually see the gantry move? Well, I guess. Let me clean up a little bit and then I'll bring you right back. So check it out. With all the work we've done, the Y still works. Want to take bets on whether or not the X works? You guys know it works. How awesome is that? 2 axes done. All we have left is the Z axis. Now, arguably that's going to be the most difficult. I have to rebuild part of it because when I built the plate the first time, I assumed that the Zerk fitting port was a screw hole port. So I gotta fix that. Then I gotta find a way to attach these 2 plates. I have an idea for that and we'll talk about it in the next video. But for now, I think we're doing pretty good. The 2 axis done. We'll get the 3rd one done, and then we gotta start putting in the limit switches, which shouldn't be very hard. So, yeah, come along. Thanks so much. Have a great day.